welcome to the Shropshire Ghost Tales Podcast. I am your host, Galactica Tranctica. This episode will cover the history and hauntings of Ruyton XI. Before we commence with the podcast, I would like to ask all the listeners out there to please support the channel by subscribing to the Shropshire Ghost Tales Podcast. The podcast is hosted on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts and many more. Next month I will be doing a Halloween special, so the podcasts will be a little bit longer. Also, I would like to mention that we are now on YouTube. The YouTube podcasts will not only feature the podcast, but will give you listeners a tour of the haunted places in the video. With that being said, let's commence with the podcast. Ruyton XI is a small village near the town of Shrewsbury. The name Ruyton originates from Old English, which means rye farm. At the time, Ruyton was one of 11 towns in the parish manor. The other towns were Tedsmore, Sutton, Redknow, Wakey, Horton, Westfelton, Erdiston, Shelvock, Shothatton, and the haunted town of Cotton, which we will speak about later in this podcast. Ruyton XI has a medieval church, which also has a castle in the grounds of the churchyard. The castle was built in the 12th century by John Lestrange, which was the first lord of Knockin. The church is built of red sandstone and was built around the same time as the castle. Llewellyn of Wales demolished the castle sometime around the year 1230. Before Wales was conquered by the English in 1283, it was ruled by Llewellyn of Wales, also known as Llewellyn the Great. Olwen Gwynedd was a ruthless leader in North Wales, and Llewellyn the Great was his grandson. Regarding the paranormal activity at the site, it is said that at midnight a fog appears near the church and settles at the site of the castle ruins, and this is where witnesses have seen the sight of a headless horseman riding from the castle. Nobody knows who the headless horseman might have been in life. If any of you have any ideas, please can you leave your comments in the comments section below on YouTube, and I will leave a heart on your comment. In 1308, the borough of Ruyton was created. A building called Cotton Hall in the town of Cotton is reportedly haunted by Corbett Kynaston, a past owner. It is said that after Corbett Kynaston died, he haunted Cotton Hall, and due to all the disruption, a group of psychic mediums, including Reverend Evans, summoned his spirit into a bottle, where the bottle was thrown into a nearby pool. It is said that Corbett Kynaston's spirit has since escaped the bottle and haunts Cotton Hall again. Between 1302 and 1313, the castle at Ruyton XI was rebuilt by Edmund Earl of Arundel, but soon was destroyed again by Olwen Glyndwr, who was a Welsh ruler which fought against the English in a bid to keep Wales independent around the year 1400. In 1771, Samuel Griffiths obtained the site and had a small tenement within the castle walls, where he could have been the owner which built the cottage, which is featured in a watercolour painting from 1778. as in 1777 Samuel Griffiths sold the site by auction. The site of the castle was then passed on to various owners until between 1876 and 1877, when the castle site was sold from Richard Rowlands to the church. In 1879, the cottage was demolished to make space to extend the graveyard. At present day, the castle is just ruins, and there has been several paranormal investigations at the site, including myself. So if you would like me to do another paranormal investigation at the site for a video for my second channel on YouTube, give us a like and tell me in the comments section below on YouTube. Also, I would like to give the Staffordshire Paranormal Explorers a shout out, as they do many paranormal investigations on YouTube, and have also investigated the castle at Ruyton XI, where they heard the sound of a horseman in their recordings. I will leave a link to their channel in the description below on YouTube. I hope you have enjoyed this podcast, and please remember to give us some support, either by subscribing to the podcast channel, or my YouTube channel Galactica Tranctica, or my second channel Shropshire Ghost Tales. All music and sound effects are all my own creative work. See you soon.